Welcome to the PinLeader Podcast, where strategic leaders get straight to the topics, strengthening our awareness and sharpening our minds. The PinLeader Podcast is produced by Roar, a production division of Mays & Associates Ltd. Find out more at www.maysassociatesltd.com. Now here is your award-winning host, Dr. Shanda Gore.
Hello, and welcome to a special quick PinLeader Moment. Periodically, I want to share a quick recap and provide a few short pin ideas for the week. No matter your role, what you're doing, if you're leading a team or aspiring to do so, these short pins are meant to be memorable with some reasoning behind why we do what we do and when we do it. This week, our area of focus is culture building. We have a wonderful set of guests that have done the first 20 weeks sharing their pin leader suggestions and characteristics of what it takes to be successful in their respected fields and areas. From our very first episode, we discussed the need to build care back into what we do and how we need to build it into our places of work and practice. And you know what? Through each of those next episodes, we then had a number of care suggestions for culture building, culminating up until episode 10, which was creating civil conversations, where we talked about the 3 C's and how they interplay with one another: care, communications, leading to civil conversations. But why do we build culture? What does it mean? How do you measure it? And the question you should be asking yourself is, are you happy? How about those around you? How about your clients? And how about your customers? According to the University of Warwick, among employees, if they feel satisfaction, 12% are more productive. According to Zippia, which is a noted online career expert group, 40% of company culture is an important factor in decision making in any employee. So the question is, what can we do? And in this PinLeader moment, we should be making some notes. How are we reflecting and building more awareness for ourselves? So the first thing I ask you to do is make a list. Are you happy? And then what is it about what you do every day makes you unhappy? Very simple. The pros and cons of what a normal day looks like. If you are getting ready to do something within an organization or group, you should also be surveying. And when I say surveying, it's very important to think about, who's going to conduct the survey. I do suggest that you go outside of the workplace, not conduct the survey yourself because of response rate. In our many years at Mays & Associates, when we've conducted surveys, we look very carefully on the response rate and who do you trust in giving an answer. We get higher response rates when we have a third party come in. It's always going to be higher. And why is that? Because individuals are very careful on what they say, especially in a quantitative or qualitative situation. Your next step is to make sure you're analyzing the data. This is both a quantitative and a qualitative approach, and I've seen it, mixed methods, depending on what you're surveying and what you're trying to find out. Attitudes, satisfaction, perceptions, really critically important when looking at culture. If you are participating in the survey yourself, being as honest as you can, knowing full well that those that are conducting the survey should be reputable, be experts in those areas, and most importantly, have confidentiality. There have been times when requested, can you provide the raw information? Well, if there's names that are inside the survey, or if it's talking specific about an area, it's really important to keep the confidentiality of the individual who's providing that information. And so that actually builds trust when you have a third party who can commit to that. Also, to do something with the results, talk about them. Let active listening take over your engagement. It's really important to understand when you're asking, are you happy? How's the culture? And getting those results back, analyzing them, and then providing those answers back in the most transparent way as possible. This will build up over time more trust that you're going to do something with those survey responses. Knowing that care makes a difference and each touch opportunity should be taken. The survey is one of those ways, providing that opportunity to give a platform for individuals to provide their feedback, suggestions, thoughts about the environment, the culture that they live in every day. Now, I do want to stress that, again, those results coming back and sharing with the group means that you're going to do something with them besides sharing. Creating strategic planning and action items based on what you're getting is so important, especially if you're talking about with customers or with clients. Know that they are also eager to share information with you. This gives you an opportunity to improve your services, as well as to give an opportunity for them to have a voice in the type of business that they're working with you on. So again, I can't thank you enough for a quick special Pin Leader moment. We really appreciate it. And we hope that you will be best pin leader and to encourage others to be the best pin leader in your organization. Until next time.
The PinLeader Podcast is hosted by Dr. Shanda Gore and brought to you by Mays & Associates Ltd., creating customized solutions for growth in the areas of leadership development, strategic planning, and culture building. Find out more at www.maysassociatesltd.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the PinLeader Podcast and share with others.